Good evening, students. Today we have to see some problems on main dimensions of the DC machines. Problem number 1, you go through that. It is given problem is a generator. Now armature power in generator is given by PA equal to P divided by efficiency. P is the rating of machine. We are going to get 5.75 kilowatt. Then speed is given. You determine speed in RPS, that we are going to get 25 RPS. Output coefficient pi square B average AC into 10 to the power of minus 3, we are going to get as 62.1. We are knowing the output expression for DC machine. From this you have to calculate D square L. D square L equal to PA divided by C naught into N. Very easy. We are going to get 3.7 into 10 to the power of minus 3. You give the equation number 1. Then one thing you have to remember, given problem is using a square pole face equal to core length divided by pole arc equal to 1. By using this relation, xi, it is the pole arc to pole pitch, and tau, it is pole pitch, equal to 1. So we are going to get the ratio of pole arc to pole pitch, that is given 0.66 times of pole pitch. Diameter we don't know, keep as it is. Number of poles as 4. We are going to get second relation. You have to remember only this L equal to this value for square pole face. So submitting L equal to 0.51 T in equation 1, we are going to get as the D cube. Then you calculate D and L. This problem is very easy. Then we have to move for second problem. It is also given DC shunt generation, shunt generator, different conditions are given. Again we have to go for use of square pole face, that is pole arc by pole pitch equal to 0.67. Average flux density is not given here. Please observe, maximum gap density is given Bg, that should be equal to 0.83 times of Webers per meter square. By using that relation, you have to calculate output coefficient, that is C naught equal to pi square ratio of that pole arc to pole pitch Bg into AC into 10 to the power of minus 3, that you replace B average equal to that Bg value. Then we are going to get as C naught equal to 167. Then speed in RPS we are going to get as 10. Back EMF at full load E equal to that terminal voltage is given and armature voltage drop is given. Terminal voltage is output at same thing 220. Then armature voltage drop is given 3%. 3% of 220, we are going to get 226.6 around. That means it is in the armature back EMF or EG in the armature, this back EMF is greater than terminal voltage. Full load current you calculate 50 kilowatt divided by voltage 227 ampere. Field current, it is full load current 1%, from percentage is given, you take that value, we are going to get multiply that percentage 2.27 ampere. Then it is given shunt, then you go for the calculation of armature current. Then power developed in the armature PA equal to E into IA watts, we are going to get around 518 kilowatts. Then similarly you can go for the use of output expression. Bring the expression for D square L, substitute value you have to for equation 1. Then again go for a old story, square pole L equal to xi into pi d by P, going to 0.426 times, call the equation 2, substitute this value, then we are going to get L and D value are same. These two problems are Sahani. Then third problem is also Sahani book. I have given a quote. This problem is asked a number of times in the VTU exam. and internal assessment of the BLD. It is very important. Practice number of times. Then you can go for the output coefficient. B average is given this problem. Then power developed by the armature, again given problem is generator. P divided by efficiency, we are going to get as 660 kilowatt. Speed 15 rps. From output equation, d square L 0.2126. Here one important thing, number of poles we have to design. To design the number of poles, we have to follow the first condition. Frequency should lie between 25 to 50 hertz. One condition is there. Frequency should lie between 50 hertz to 25 hertz to 50 hertz. Trial and error method, you can go for P equal to 4. What is the frequency? 30 hertz. Similarly, P equal to 6, 45 hertz. Similarly, P equal to 8, 60 hertz. These are the possibility. 25 to 50 hertz around you calculate. Therefore, after calculating trial and error method, P equal to 8, because F equal to 60 hertz, it is above 50 hertz, it is not possible, because frequency should lie between 25 hertz to 50 hertz. Hence, this one value is omitted, other two values are existing. Next condition, current per brush arm. Armature current you calculate. So that is field current condition is not given here, hence it is neglected. So armature current equal to 1200 amperes. Then we can go for current per brush arm, that should be equal to 2Ia divided by P. Hence again by using this relation you have to calculate for two poles possibilities. P equal to 4, current per brush arm 600 ampere. P equal to 6, current per brush arm 400 ampere. Again this current per brush arm should not exceed more than 400 ampere. Hence P equal to 4 cannot be used, it is impossible. Hence final decision P equal to 6. After finalization of P, then you can go for ratio against square pole face. You can develop the equation, calculate the mean dimensions. We are going to get as D equal to 0.815 and L equal to 0.33 meters. After calculation, you check the limits. First one, you check peripheral speed. Peripheral speed equal to pi dn. You substitute the calculated diameter, check that it is 37.7 meters per second. Number 2, pole pitch equal to pi d by p, that is you are getting 0.42. Next you go for armature mmf per pole, that should be equal to ATA, that should be equal to specific electric loading into pole pitch divided by 2. Hence you are getting this value 7350. So all these values are within specified limits as given in the problem earlier conditions. All these checks you have to make. This only carries some 3 to 4 marks. After checks, you can go for the continuation of problem for calculation of LG. We know that maximum flux density BG you calculate. Then MMF required for air gap. This is only new expression. Remember, 8000 times of BG LG kg. BG is maximum density, flux density. LG is length of air gap. Kg is gap contraction factor. It is fixed 1.15. You substitute all the values, you give the equation number 1. So also air gap MMF per pole, it is given 50% of armature MMF. In earlier problem only given 50% of armature MMF. You calculate 50% of armature MMF, you can call the equation 2. Both equation represents same. MMF required for air gap only, and equate equation 1 and 2. We are going to get length of air gap as 5 mm. Sir, please practice this problem, very standard. Thank you, sirs.